Hello everyone and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for action out of the BMO Center here in Bedford, Nova Scotia as the Chebucto U11AA team here taking on Bedford. I am Jeff Warburton, your commentator here. First game doing Chebucto here, but we'll get ready to go as Bedford sends that in and through the wickets there, off this jump. Through the 5-hole, and that'll be a goal from far out for Bedford, so before I could even preface the game there, but we'll continue on here. This Spryfield team has a 1-0 record here starting out. This is our, I believe, second game. The first game we did for it was an exhibition, but this is a 1-0 team here for Chebucto against a 1-0 Bedford team, so it'll be good to go here. Starting from a bit of a deficit here early as that puck worked up the boards, up to center ice. Now back to Wilson. Up there to Cranston. Cranston turns that puck over back to Bedford. Bedford's going to circle back at the top of the zone and drop it down to the left side. Cranston retrieves that in his own zone, and he'll look for a chance to get it out. Worked up the left side, on and off the stick, and go for a little toe drag there. Gets knocked off and worked back in the zone. Bedford trying to circle on it. Chebucto sending a couple men into the wall there to pluck that puck out. Cranston still fighting for it, then back up the middle and looking for that pass. They get it off and Bedford turns it back the other way. So Bedford trying to pick up wheels, and Jollymore with a good play there to help break up that puck, allows his teammates to come back, and that one's sent in and it'll be covered up by the goaltender. So Bedford go to the gate here with a quick goal, and then coming back to the side there, a little bit of defensive pressure from Bedford to follow it up. Excited to be here for our first, like I said, regular season Chebucto game. We'll be following them all season long, away and home games. So a little unique there for our coverage of Chebucto this year, as we'll be getting to know this team pretty well, I'm assuming. And then that one gets worked up the middle, turned back and touched the other way. Graves gonna work that in for Bedford, trying to work that to the right side, shoots it in and steered aside by the goaltender. And behind the net there, Noel tries to work that one out. Got to cover that man in front. Bedford looking to get on it, but a good coverage there by the goaltender, McSween. Lachlan back there in net for them as we're about a minute and a half into the first period here. Chebucto still on the defensive end here. Chebucto, one of the only teams in the league to be a solo team. So a lot of these teams, Bedford has 2 teams and Sackville has 2 teams. Halifax, I even believe, has 2 teams, but Chebucto, this is it. So Chebucto going to be looking to make a difference this year in the division. Like I said, 1-0 start to the season. That puck just exits the zone there, and they're going to try to circle it in on the left side, but it gets dumped back in the other way. Picked up by Henneberry. Henneberry then circling in behind the net, hands that puck off. On and off the stick there of Metledge. And now worked up the ice. Chip, stick handling that, pans that off to the left side. Chance for an open shot, and that one covered up. And the first good opportunity of the game here for Chebucto. And it looks like it's actually in the back of the net, and he's doing a celebration there. It looked like that was covered up, but it slid in as the goaltender slid in. So just like that, we have a tie game, and you don't see that very often. The shot covered up initially in the goalie's gear, and then made it to the back of the net. So fair play to that. We got a 1-1 game here, just about 2.5 minutes in. It looks like they're checking it over there in the box, and we're getting ready to go here for the second face-off. So all right, we got ourselves a game here. Chebucto scored on their first shot of the game. That puck worked back. Jollymore picks it up. Jollymore looks down the right side, on and off the stick there, and back the other way. Tipped into the shin pad there and tried to work back in with Metledge, but it gets worked back. Jollymore there to retrieve that puck. Jollymore a couple deeks back in his zone, and a nice clear out pass there to the middle. Try to find the man, and they're going to try to find him up the left side for the break as Bedford D kind of pulled in down low, and they're hustling down the left side, holding on to it. He gets hauled down. The arm doesn't go up, however. And it gets worked into the corner. Metledge Metledge puts that back into the middle. It'll be sent aside and worked in down the left corner. Going to be circling back behind the net. Retrieved by Bedford, trying to play that out in front. Turn back over to Metledge. Metledge shoots that and it can't get it quite off with a good ripper, but instead into the back right corner. Back to the line there. Jollymore has it. Jollymore with a nice shot in. That one right into the middle and then tipped it for the goal. So the second effort there puts it home. A good shot from Jollymore just inside the zone, and then the retrieval in front by Sutcliffe, and that's a 2-1 game here for Chebucto. So good little comebacker there after the start to this game. We're just almost about halfway through the first period, and Chebucto has their first lead of the game. Now worked out of the zone here. Looking to wrap it around the left side, held on to it, flicked out in front into the skates there. They're going to work it away, and now they have a chance for an odd man rush potentially. McNeil trying to push that puck ahead, on and off the stick there of the Chebucto winger, and Bedford brings it back the other way down the left side. That one's going to bounce in behind the net into the right hand corner and picked up on. Looking for a chance here for a pass to the middle. Instead it's stopped up, heads that off, and a nice head pass as they're going to look to cut it down the right side. Looking for the shot, fanned on, and the goalie just gets a hold of it with the bottom of the pad there. And a good rush to the inside for the shot. As that puck just stopped, and a good job there. Keep it out of the net, as that could have been 3-1 in a hurry. And if I'm noticing a trend here, it's a lot of the whistles come from the goalie covering it up, because there's lots of opportunities in this level of play to get some good shots on net. As that gets worked over to the left side, shot in, and it goes swooping behind as looking to glove it down, and instead pulls to the right. And they'll head back, and it'll be a 3-1 lead here for Chebucto, who put the pressure on after that first goal. So 3-1, current score. And looking to just continue this pressure that they've had. A couple of good shots on net, and that gets worked down the right side. Bedford gonna need to reset and calm it down a little bit here. Into the back left corner, gonna be dropping that puck in behind to Henneberry. Henneberry looks to work it in, but it'll instead be Bedford back the other way. Bedford started out the start of this period strong, but the last few shots have been all Chebucto, the last few possessions as well. Worked out in front, turned back over the other way, and then Bedford gets a stick on it once again, trying to push that puck forward into the back left corner, held on to. Worked in behind the net, gonna go for a wraparound. Graves, big body out there, trying to cut that in front for the wraparound. One of my favorite plays in hockey, and one of the toughest plays to pull off. That one looking to cut to the middle. Well, the wraparound's an easy play to pull off in itself, but to score on it is the tough part. Just a type of goal you don't see every day anymore. That one worked in behind, and it's going to be pressured down the right side there by Lorette. But Bedford is going to be able to skate that around, and a nice pass up the middle there as they try to break in 2-on-2. Cutting in down the left side, held on to now. Back to Hewitt, who works that down the left side now. Chased after in behind the net. McPherson turns that puck over. Now it's in behind, and a good swiping chance there in front, but he falls down instead with a tough one. Over to Chip now. Chip tries to get that one ahead, but it'll be stopped up. Circling back in the zone, over to the left side. On to the stick and off the stick there, as it ricochets, and Spryfield, or Chebucto with possession there. Chip gets hauled down, and that'll be a first penalty of the game here as Chebucto will head to the power play. So, with 4:19 left to go in the first period, 3-1 game here. And Chebucto looking to make it a 3-goal deficit here for Bedford after Bedford scoring the first about 10 seconds of the game. And then, since then, it's just been all Chebucto. After that initial Bedford goal, he's getting 3 straight, and now headed to the power play. That puck dropped in there, back to Chip. Chip gets that to Jollymore. Jollymore keeps it in, works that back down to Chip. They're like trying to get a nice cycle going in there. You gotta like to see that. Now pressure in behind. Chip getting worked into the back right corner. putting some pressure on there and waiting for it to come back. Jollymore now has it. Jollymore shoots that high to the right side and put some power behind that shot. It just missed on the right there. Worked back and behind, back over to Jollymore. Jollymore's going to step out in front. He's going to shoot that. It gets tipped down in front. No goal. It was tipped too high. And Jollymore with a sally at the center. I don't think he realizes there's the high stick as he heads back. Good shot there in front. And it was a good contact, but just tipped a little too high over that crossbar, and that'll take us outside of the zone with 3:47 left to go in the first. As you gotta love the enthusiasm at this level, especially. That one worked over to the left. Stewart shoots that down. Noel picks that up, wicks that around and into the half wall, picked up by Chip. Chip's still out there for the 45 seconds on the power play. That's how long the shift's been so far. So a minute, just about a minute to go left in the power play. 3:24 left in the, and a turnover there in front, but they get it back. As Chip now tries to work that over to the left side. Into the skates, and Bedford with a nice head pass there to the left side, and now shot on down. Caught up to now. Stop up play. In behind, back to Chip. Chip's gonna send that around and gets a nice backhander off, and now they're gonna work it out. Down the right side, lots of pressure on, however, and Noel down there, but it gets worked back the other way as we might have a whistle here for an injury. As man knocked down in the zone there. We won't show the injuries, obviously, but looks to be taking a minute there. We might have to wait for the coach to head out, and looks like he's starting to move a little bit there. So we'll just watch the coach head off, and we'll recap what we've seen so far. 2:47 left in the first period here. 28 seconds left in the power play, and started out with that Bedford goal off the first shot, and then since then Shabukta with a couple nice chances. A Jollymore assist after a shot hard from the point got finished in front, and then before that, whoa, we'll see a stick come flying into the picture here as they throw that one back. And we're gonna have to wait here, so we'll just take a little break here, a few seconds, and we'll be back here once we have movement or once we've seen the player get back to the bench. Until then, we'll just be waiting right here. Looks like the player's up there, and we'll see him be helped off by the linesman as we'll look to continue this game. Puck's there at center ice. I'm thinking he took a bump there when he was skating into the offensive end. I think he had possession there, headed in down the right side, and he kind of got hauled down and then went hard into the back right corner. And we'll continue on here with 2:47 left to go in the first. Looks like we're just about ready to get back to action. Wait for that puck to be dropped. We're good to go. Shabukta regains that down the right side, back to Bedford, and now in the neutral zone they're going to battle for it. Douglas has it. Douglas passes that off to Metledge as they pressure down the right side, trying to keep that puck moving in the right direction. Still in the neutral zone as they battle away. Back behind, and now into the half wall. That pass handed off. Cutting down the right side now. Into the offensive zone. Bedford now with a chance here. They shoot that one, and it almost goes top shelf, but it gets worked in behind. In the back left corner, gonna try to pluck that puck out, but it gets circled back in the zone. Back on and off the stick there, and now Trying to work in front. Bedford with a chance here, looking for the backhand, and a nice save there by goaltender McSween as he steers that puck up the side. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Shabakto breaking out. They have a man in the middle, and what a beautiful pass down the middle, and a breakaway coming down. Slap shot and saved. Sutcliffe goes for the slap shot. You don't see that one every day, but a beautiful pass from the left side there. I believe that could have been Metledge who shot that one off. You could go back and look at the footage, but just absolutely on the tape there. With 1:40 left in the first. That one won back by Bedford. Fought for in behind the net, and not too many chances after I mentioned earlier, a lot of opportunities for shots. Haven't seen too many solid ones aside from that breakaway. A couple on each side, but we'll continue to keep an eye on that as that gets worked out. Bedford trying to get it, and it's in front on the right side. They put it in. Goalie caught out of position, and a good shot there by the Bedford forward to put it in, so it'll be 3-2 with 1:16 left in the first. You got to just pick your spots, as you might not see a ton of chances, but once you do get the chances, you got to make good on it. I'm gonna drop that puck in there over to the right side. Lorette tries to play that forward, but it'll be into the skates, and now worked out the other way down the left side. About a minute left to go here in the first period, and we are official last minute. 3-2 now for Shabukto. Up the right side, held on to. Worked over. On and off the stick there, and tries to catch a man on his backhand, and he does. A nice play there, cutting down the left side, looking for the shot. Gets pushed to the outside. They both go into the boards. Looks to be okay as we worked out down the left side there. A little swipe, and that gets worked back to center. A nice defensive play there by Lorette. Lorette's had a good game here so far, along with Metledge. Been noticeable here in the first. There's just about 30 seconds to go here in the period. Cutting down the left side now, looking for the shot. Held on to. That one's loose there in front. Going to be worked around, and it'll be covered up by the goaltender, as the winger tried to swipe it out of the zone, and the goaltender covered it up. Waiting for the face-off here with 21 seconds left. Into the right side. Gonna come out of the zone now. Chip to head behind. Now Chip has a chance, has a man there in front. Got to pass it off with a beautiful pass by Chip. The unselfish play there with 10 seconds left. It doesn't end up on the stick, but that's what you want to see out of your wingers there, is finding the other man on the other side, and a good job there as that gets flipped up ahead, and that'll take us to the end of the first period. So we'll have about a minute break here, and then we'll be back for the second period, and just don't go anywhere. We are back here for the second period as the 3-2 game continues on here in Bedford. With about 10 minutes to go here in the second, obviously. We're just waiting for puck drop, and that one will get worked in. I'm kind of used to doing the longer games, to be honest, so it's an adjustment for me having the 10 minutes be the starting point, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. McNeil tries to work that puck out. Now Bedford gonna go back the other way. Bedford pushing that away down the right side, held on, and a good job keeping a hold of it, but knocked off the stick there at the last second by Henneberry with the defensive play. Now in behind, looking for a backhand. That one gets worked in down the left side. Chased after. Bedford gets enough chance there. Front scores. Open in front. Out behind his man. And Bedford will tie the game up at 3 just like that. Right place, right time for that one. As just 30 seconds in, we've got a tie game. The ups and downs. That one in behind, over to the right side. Now he worked out of the zone. Held on to by Purdy there for Bedford. Down the right side, has a man in front. That one gets shot in high. Wrapped around the boards. Bedford there to pick it up, and then Shabukto looks to work it out once again. Picked up by Jollymore. Jollymore circles back in the zone. In behind his own net, and he'll survey. Good heads up play here by Jollymore, and he plays that down the middle with a beautiful pass on and off the stick. He found his man with the right pass, just wasn't able to really corral that one in. Back to Jollymore once again. Jollymore holds and then flicks it down the right side. And that'll be a delayed icing that gets called off. Down the right side now, pressuring still. Back to the half wall. Worked out in behind. Look for the shot. That was shot in. Tipped a body in front, so wasn't able to get there. And now they work it out down the right side. Bedford flipping it back the other way. Back on that puck, shot in, and it'll be gloved down easily by the goaltender McSween, and we'll have a whistle on the play here with 8:27 to go in the second. 3-3 game here. Some good action on both sides. As we'll get a full line change here. Lorette back on the ice there. Looking to regain the lead in this one. Both teams have led at a point in this game, which can't often say a period in, but that kind of just shows the back and forth nature of this one here so far. That one back to the blue line, trying to work in down the half wall. Trying to get it back behind the man, but it gets worked back. McNeil able to circle back and bring it out of the zone, and now trying to send the man on the breakaway. It's going to be a foot race down the middle, and it looks like Shabukto has a chance there. Shot in, and that one, a big save. That one worked in behind now. Kay McDonald now works that out behind. It'll be into the neutral zone. So Shabukto getting the next one back there. The Atlantics work that up the left side, and they might have a chance for it once again. Cranston has guys with them. Lorette in there in front. That shot in, gloved down with a nice save by the Bedford goaltender. So two pretty good chances there for Shabukto. Both turned away. Get ready to go. 7:50 left in the second. That one back to the line. Looking for a shot. That one tipped inside and over to the right corner. Lorette now punches that puck back, but it gets picked off the other way. But a good job there to keep it in by McDonald, but it eventually gets sent back to his D partner. Retrieved there by Noel, and he'll work that up down the right side. Lorette gets tied up, so he's not able to push it forward. Bedford will be circling back in the zone, and it's on and off the stick there. Good turnover by Shabukto. Trying to cut that puck out in front, but it gets stopped up. In through the middle. Down the right side with it. Held on to and tried to circle it in front. Gets stopped and sent in. Ricocheting that off the half wall. Gonna try to push that puck forward in the skates. Has a man on the left side and the right side. He's gonna choose left and just misses McNeil's stick. And it's going to be pushed down. Trying to play that out in front. Cranston now putting the pressure on as well. Cranston now retrieves that puck. He has a couple stick handles in front, but it eventually falls off there. And now the Bedford working it back the other way. Well covered there, and then stopped up and trying to work out in front. Cranston almost had a chance with it, but it's offside. So now good chance, and Henneberry has a man down the right side, and he's calling for that hard, and Chips has it now. He'll get knocked off the puck. It'll be Bedford now circling back in the zone. That one delayed offside, and it's going to be Chip who's going to touch it. No, he'll have the wherewithal to head off the ice. Instead, it'll be worked down the middle. Held on to. Bedford now cutting down the right side, looking for a good opportunity, and a save there. Covered up. A good save by McSween to keep this game tied with 6:06 left in the second, as we're almost at the halfway point. Shabukto, some good offense and goaltending and defense in this one so far. Both sides have played decently well, all things considered. We got a 3-3 game here. That one ricocheted off the half wall, back to Why Not, worked in. Gonna try to retrieve that puck. Chip looking for the break, but instead gets worked out front. He's gonna bat that puck down with a good save there in net. Playing with fire a little bit there with that turnover. But then it's worked back in. Bedford now putting the pressure on. Shabukto needs to stay pat here. That one's shot in and it gets by on the right side. Just as I was saying, the pressure's coming in. Bedford finishes that one home. Shabukto has that one go by as the pressure mounting, and now it'll be Bedford lead once again. So from 1-0 to 3-1 to 4-3, this game is far from over. In fact, we're not even halfway done it. But we'll see whether this one continues to be it. I don't think that's maybe the last goal we see here tonight. That one worked in over to the right side. Jollymore then retrieves. Jollymore ricochets that off the half wall. Picked up there, but it gets sent back in. Circling back in the zone and going to try to work it out. Has a chance with it, but it gets sent back up the left side. Going to be skated after. Looking for a chance here. Looking for a shot. That one tries to go 5-hole. It gets stopped with a nice save there and covered up. So almost tied it up right away, but the shot can't get through the wickets. Dropped in, sent over to the right side now. Looped in behind. That shot in, it misses on the left-hand side there and worked back. And a swinging stick there turns that puck over. The nice turnover by Sutcliffe to get that one generated. Now back in, trying to keep it. It's going to be a foot race for it there to keep it in the zone. And Shabukto wins and works that down the left side. Struth. Now worked in front with a chance, and that one's still loose there in front, and it'll be covered up. Covered with the pad as we're officially halfway through this game with 4:47 left in the second. Full-scale line change here. The goalies have made their saves. Can't say they haven't. They've had their opportunities at it. Now, puck getting pulled out of the zone there, so will be a neutral zone draw for Cranston. That one in there, run back by Cranston. To the left side, held on to now. Trying to work that puck out in front, down the left side, and just offside there as a little frustration shows. This 4-3 game, Shabukto trying to put the pressure on and maybe tie it before the end of the second would be ideal for them. Back over to McDonald. On and off the stick there, McDonald. He's going to try to get that worked in behind. Down the right side, now Cranston's going to skate with it out. Cranston brings it in all onside, trying to cut out in front, and it gets into the skate there, and it can be worked back the other way. Cutting down the left side there. Pushing that pressure, that one's shot in, it'll be gloved down. Puck still loose though as that one came out. Now Shabukto trying to work it over to their own end after a good save there. Don't really have too many passing options up the middle, so he's gonna hold on to it and he'll get worked in down the left side, but he'll still has it back to the line. Trying to work it over, nice DDD pass there onto the stick. Sent into the back right corner. Lorette now gets it. Lorette now tries to send it back the other way, but no one there on the half wall. Cutting in behind, and a nice play there on the defensive end by Douglas. And it gets turned back the other way, so it'll be Shabukto trying to keep that momentum, and it gets kicked into the skates there, and that'll be the delayed offside. They'll come out of the zone with 3:36 to go in the second. After a good defensive play by Douglas, pinched in, kept his eye on the puck, and got a stick on it. As the tunes ring out through the HRM Center here, formerly known as the BMO Center, whatever you know it as. That one worked down the left side. DDD pass there, and oh, that went off the stick there. Chip was almost gone. Icing waved off. Down the right side, a big collision. Kept in. Douglas now tries to get it, but it gets worked back the other way. Bedford now with it. cutting down the left side, looking for the shot. That one blockered away. Puck still loose in front, and they score as the rebound goes in for Bedford after the initial blocker save. And that'll be 5-3 for the Bedford squad with 3:13 left to go in the second. And now Chebucto is going to have to put in some work once again to come back in this one. The deficit to 2. It would be nice to get one back before the end of the second period here. 3:13 left to go in it. That puck in the neutral zone. One back by Bedford. Cut off on the left side. Trying to work that in ahead. Over to Chip. Chip has a man on the inside here. Good chance for a shot there. Shot and a big save. Shot. Puck still loose though, and that one wide off the right side. And a picture perfect grade A 5-alarm chance there on the right side after a great pass by Chip. And that one gets worked in behind and on and off the stick there. Jollymore going to circle back in the zone. He's going to look for a pass. Instead, he'll hold on to it. He's got all the Bedford players circled back, and oh no. Icing, or offside there, just by a hair, as Jollymore tried to push that in down the right side. .240 to go in the second. McPherson gets that one. Over to the left side, gonna try to push that puck forward still. Kept in and through the legs there as Bedford tries to work back the other way. Chip covering on D, and he gets that into the stick, and a nice job to swing at that back to Jollymore. Jollymore circling in the zone, and he'll look to turn on the Jets up the middle. He's got it, and he's got momentum. He'll elect to hold on to it, and just onside there. Oh, they call that offside. I thought for sure they were in the clear there, but it must have got him on the right there, and that's 2 tough offsides there for Jollymore as he's trying to turn on the Jets and maybe create something from the back end there. Had a nice rush and some nice momentum up the middle, but whistled down. So we get a full skill change there for the Chebucto team, and now one back. Drop back into the zone, looking for an out pass, held on to. Worked on the right side and sent on in, gonna be hustled after. Deep in the zone now, and oh, a hard collision there. Looks like everyone's okay, everyone back up. Chance there out front, hands that puck off, shot in front, scores! So a big slapper from Noel, and Cole make no mistake on that one as he cuts the deficit to 1. Like I said, it's important to get at least one before the end of the second period there. And like that, through a lot of traffic, a beautiful shot that just finds the back of the net. It'll be 5-4 with 1:48 left in the second period here as the back and forth continues. In behind, trying to work that up and on the knees and off the knees, and just offside there. Trying to push that puck in. And Metledge will be on the draw here for Chebucto. Start out strong in this game. That one went over to the right side, back in the zone. Circling back. Over to the right now, and just trying to chip that ahead and offside by a hair as they tried to get 4 guys there sitting on the blue line trying to get in at the same time. It's not exactly a recipe for success, but frustrating nonetheless. Got to spread out there trying to bring that puck in the offensive zone. It's be a neutral zone draw here. That one back to the right side. Shot on down to Douglas. And along the right wall, and a nice turn over there, looking for a man in front. Gonna hand that off, and just a second too long with it. With Struiff, he had a good little whack at it there in front, and the right idea. So the play was there. It was just about delivering that pass there that just got knocked off the last second. Held on to back in the end zone. Worked up the right side, and a good pinch in there by Douglas. Douglas, I think, is the best defense on the ice here for pinching that puck in and keeping his eye on the puck and not letting it get behind him. That one now cut down the right side. as Bedford try to turn it on, try to make this a 2-goal lead once again over to the left side, and we're under a minute to go here, 46 seconds left, as Chebucto has maybe another chance with it. Handed off with a couple nice stick handles over to the left side, looking for him up the middle, and he's got him. Cranston with a light stretch pass, has it on the end, looking for the shot. Oh, that misses down the right side. A good chance at that one. Douglas then works that in front, turn back the other way, 30 seconds to go. Hands that off to the left. Trying to work that puck in, shot over to the right, and just tipped off the last second. A beautiful defensive play there by Henneberry. Henneberry with a good defensive night here so far. Breaks up what would be a guaranteed goal if that puck gets through. They got 11 seconds, gonna work it over to the right side. Hustling down, he's got Cranston in front. He's gonna hold up, stop, 5 seconds. Hand that off, you're gonna need a shot here. Held on to, no, and they won't get the shot off. As that'll be the end of the second period, and what an exciting second period that was. We'll be back in about a minute here for the final third with a 1-goal lead for Bedford. Chebucto trying to tie it. We are ready to go here with our third and final period of the night here, as Chebucto trying to get one in to tie this game up as goalies get set in their creases, and we're ready to go here. That puck one back into the neutral zone, trying to work that up ahead. That pass hits on the left side, and they're going to work it in. Cutting down with it. Pressure by Jollymore as he pushes the man to the outside and forces him to go long with it. Now that one cut up front, Jollymore with it again. He'll stick handle a bit and survey. Circling back in the zone there. Still with it. Shaking a man off there, and maybe he'll go for another chance down the middle. He's going to need to turn on the Jets right here. Onside this time. He's got lots of pressure on his back. He'll shoot that in, and it'll be gloved down. Good pressure, however, to get that puck into the offensive end. 33 seconds into the third period. 6:57 Atlantic Standard Time here, and this back and forth game continues on. And looks like the defense will stay out there. Jollymore pinched in down low, and he'll get that puck back there. Good chance there, shot in. That one blockered aside as he fired that one on. Worked in down the left side. Oh, and a penalty there coming to maybe an early whistle there as White going to the box there, and it'll be definitely a Chebucto power play as guy went hard into the boards there, quick to the feet, so you like to see that, but that should be a power play there for Chebucto with 9:17 left to go in the third, and a good chance here to tie up this game. Heading off there, and I think the early whistle was the culprit there for the confusion, but it'll be the offensive zone possession nonetheless. With the offensive zone draw. Jollymore there on the right D spot. He's already got a good shot that created a rebound that they scored on earlier, so maybe looking for a little more of that. And they'll switch up who's taking the draw here. One back, Chebucto got it. Down the left side, shot in. That one whizzes by on the right. Back to Jollymore. He's going to take another shot in there. That one, oh, catches a shin pad, almost goes in. Held on to, goalie's covering. Puck's loose in behind the net there. Down on it. They're going to have to chop at it, and a good chop there by Chip. And it looks like they're going to get up for a penalty there, or a hooking call, and that might be going back to Bedford. So it could be a 5-on-3 here, and it will be hooking. I didn't think they were going to get the slashing call on Chip there, because that was just good defending, and I was glad to be right there. As it'll be 5-on-3 here for Chebucto to start up this third period, and great opportunity for them. As now Cranston and Noel are out there, and Noel with the last goal chip there on the right wing position. That one sent back, kept in the zone. Look at a big clap bomb in there. That one into the glove. And that's exactly what you want to see. Cover it up, but the right idea. The shots from out wide have created some good chances here tonight, so they're sticking to what they know. Getting ready to go here. That puck dropped in, down, back to the line, held on to, big same shot. That one catches the chest protector there in front, so it doesn't make it all the way through, and that'll be sent in the zone. Hustled after 119 of 5-on-3 action. We're gonna see here, Chebucto tries to push that up the right side. On and off the stick, they're gonna have to hustle it out. Good pressure there, but you just gotta get it in the zone, and they do. McPherson has it in the skates, now you gotta keep it in the zone, and they do, and it just falls out. Held on to, and a little backhand away there. Gonna try to work it out down the left side, held on to, and everyone's on side. Try to speed through the middle, on and off the stick. Oh, good turnover there. Brings it back to the line, drop pass back in there and just kept in. Work down low, good pass down the left side, shot in, that one tip tie. Still following with it, kept in, and some good defensive play, and that could be turnover. No, what a good job by Noel to keep that puck in. Back to the line, and Chip puts it through the legs, passes that one off. Now a chance here front for another shot. Lots of time to shoot, scores! Made no mistake and put that down the middle. And a tie game we have with 7:43 left to go in the third. Lots and lots of time to shoot and lots of net to shoot at. Made no mistake, and here we go. Tie game, 7:43 left, and the thing is, Chebucto's still in the power play for another 49 seconds. Puck in, dropped in there, in behind. It's going to be hustled after. Steered aside there with 43 seconds left of power play time. Up the left side, McDonald gets a stick on it over to Lorette. McDonald now stays with it up to Lorette. Good job there to keep it ahead, and now just trying to keep that in the zone. Bedford now trying to turn it back the other way, but Chebucto all over it, and they're going to try to turn it back the other way. Could be a 4-on-2 forming. That one gets put in the skates. Hustled after, cut down the middle, and oh, a big swiping play at that. Gets off the mark. But held on to, and now they're going to have to tag up to go on side, and all good there now over on the left wall. Going to look to work it out. Hustling with it down the right side. You got to be careful with that stick chopping down the right in there, and that'll take us to the end of our power play. So the 5-on-3 was good enough for Chebucto to get the tie, but that's where we'll leave it. With just under 7 minutes to go in the third. Hewitt pushes that puck ahead. Held on to by Henneberry. Henneberry up the left side with a nice pass. McNeil. McNeil pushing that ahead. McNeil has a man in front. Will he pass that off? No, it gets tipped on the last second. Right idea as he ran out of time to shoot. In behind now. On and off the stick. Back to the line. Shot in by Douglas. That one kicked aside. Now trying to work it out in front. Held on to. McNeil. McNeil has it. He'll shoot it out front, and it won't get all the way through as Bedford lining up in front of the zone, but Chebucto, Lorette now trying to shoot out that one off the side of the net. Less than 6 minutes to go here. Circling back in the zone. That one turned back over to Bedford, and they're going to work it back. And it's up to Chebucto to turn that puck around and not let the chance get out there front. Bedford now covering the guy in front, and a good swinging pass there. Making the difference is Henneberry. Douglas now with it. Douglas and Henneberry fighting for their lives there in the zone. Bedford turns it back the other way. Shot, score! With 5:47, a turnover in the zone. Will put Bedford back in front a few minutes after Chebucto tied it up. And what a game this one has been so far. 6-5 Bedford, two very evenly matched teams. And now, just a few minutes to work with to try to tie this one game up again at 6. Waiting for the man to skate off, and he's gonna have to hustle him off and ready to drop that puck in there. To center ice, trying to work that up ahead, into the skates, and I think Chebucto knows the pressure that's on them now. Down the right side. Held on to, and a bit of a collision there, but they're going to work it around. And a good tip there on his knees. Trying to turn it back the other way. Jollymore has it. Jollymore with a couple stick handles. He'll circle back. He's still got it now. Gonna have to cut out down the right side. Will he have enough space? He's getting all sorts of pressure. Still has it though. Looking for a man in front perhaps. Shot, that one tipped aside as he's all the way in. Now work out front. Oh no, and falling at a crucial time. Now worked over to the right side. On and off the stick there. And oh, good job to keep it in. Backhanded away. Deep in the zone now. Noel tries to push that in behind and wrap it around in his own zone. Oh, a big collision at center there, but it gets sent on down, and Jollymore there to pick it up. Jollymore hands that off, and it gets worked in deep, and could that be an icing? It will, so the icing with 4:44 left in the third period and a 1-goal deficit. And it seems like that'll take us to the end there, as what I feared, the end of the hour long there. So tough one as they ring the bell that the game is over. As it might need to be explained here, they have 50-minute ice times with the 10 minutes to do it. So it looks like we've run out of clock time here, and that'll be a Bedford win, and a little frustrating there on the Chebucto side. But honestly thought Chebucto didn't play a terrible game out there. Maybe giving up a couple of tough chances, but scored lots of goals and a couple standouts like Metledge and Chip and Jollymore, and a couple, and everyone really played a decent game out there. But that'll take us to the end here. So thanks for watching our coverage here of the Chebucto Atlantics, and a tough loss here with just a few minutes left, but that'll be where we leave it. And we'll be back this weekend to follow it up here from Spryfield as